special people.
I am so excited.
Long time.
Welcome.
Yes. I'm going to let you guys introduce yourselves.
Yes.
I'm Big Curd.
Big Curd.
I go by the. I'm sorry, my bad. I go by the name of DJ Sammiedaboi.
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 I go by the name of Kevito. Yeah, I'm in the building. I'm happy to be with you guys.
Okay. Is that his name, Kevito Sherry?
Dito ato espanhol.
Oh, Kevito Sherry. Okay.
You know you made it when you got the glasses on. You made it. You got the sunglasses on.
On jump in.
You're by the moon.
No, it's shy. Kevito di number shy. But more shy.
Ladies, we want to thank y'all for inviting us. It's been a long time coming.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Y'all, if y'all not follow Clean Circle, if y'all not follow them already, like and subscribe. The setup is beautiful. Like, you know.
The treatment is beautiful.
Amazing.
Well, we had to go big for y'all.
Yes.
So,
Didn't really say blush, somebody I feel blush.
Well, thank you for coming.
Yes.
We are very happy that you guys are here. We're excited to get to know you guys more.
Yes.
We've been seeing y'all in the community. Y'all doing big things in the community.
Yes.
Yes, and we love to see it.
We
Young
do.
black men striving
Yes.
and doing great things.
Yeah.
We're very happy.
We love it. We've been waiting for this moment to get a chance to sit down with you guys and ask a lot of questions.
A whole lot.
A whole lot of questions. So, you guys ready?
Let's do it.
But about Sammiedaboi.
So, I have to. Yeah, now no. Nah, I'm just, you know the thing about me?
Yeah.
I hate this about me. If you set anything in front of me, I have to kill it.
I'm the same
I
way.
can't babysit. I gotta bet it, so that's what it is. I'm trying to calm.
Sai Safiolene Sawi.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get started.
Yes. All right. So y'all ready, right? Sammiedaboi, are you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready? Okay. So first question. How did you guys get started? What inspired you to start promoting events in Philly? Yeah. What was the drive behind that?
Well, I hate the word promote.
Yeah.
I think it comes with a stigma when you say promote.
Okay.
We curate events.
Oh.
Not to be weird or nothing, but
No, it's not weird.
We love that.
I love it, yes.
So,
Right.
This is not just one enterprise. I represent ExilusEnterprises. DJ Sammiedaboi has his brand. TKF has his brand as well. But we all always come together to come do our things together. So I can speak from my point of view, and then the guys who work their way in, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm ExilusEnterprises, head of ExilusEnterprises.
I like that.
Thank you. But I guess it kind of was just a long time coming. We started doing little house parties, things like that. I remember me and Shama. Shout out to Shama Shazam.
Shazam. Shout out to Shazam.
Shout out.
We were always tight, so we ran into each other at an event one day on Haitian Flag Day.
Nice.
Right, and then I forgot what it was, but they played like a banger, like a compa banger. It was like Red Wine, and the dance floor was like dead. Then they switched over to like some type of I want to say maybe like twerk or like trap, but it was also like something real high. I forgot what DJ that was spinning, and the floor went crazy.
Yeah.
But it's Haitian Flag Day.
Damn.
I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy how
Yeah.
And Shama was like, well, they probably just don't know how to dance.
Of course he did.
And I'm like, nah, bro, that's actually wild. Like, that's wild. And so, literally, I don't know if it was the clan talking or whatever, but we like, man, we should start teaching compa and dance and stuff. So Shama ran with it. And he started kicking up.
Nice.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
so creative.
For those who don't know, follow Kicking Up Dance Class. So Kite Compa Mache is what it stands for.
Kite Compa Mache.
So he started it. And he reached out. He said, "Yo, Kurt, like I need you on the team or whatever." So I don't like starting things and not finishing. So I watched it for a second. He did one, he did two, and I'm like, all right, and ever since we have been rocking. So we did dance classes. We started with dance classes, intro to combat, and then we moved on to collaborating with different of the younger people who do events in the area, in the tri-state. We've been all around. We started doing events, small, medium, big, and just community events as well. We've just been all over. Anything that got to do with just the Black diaspora, Haitians, Jamaican, whatever, we put our hand into it. So
nice.
That's kind of how Excellence Enterprises. Well, for the party scene, Excellence Enterprises came to be.
Very impressive.
Yeah. Yes.
Very.
No, I mean 100%. I think for you, Sammy, how did you get started and how did you join?
I'm originally from Delaware, but I moved to Philly. But I wasn't DJing yet. I wasn't a DJ at all. I just like music. I was into music. I'm actually a producer. I used to make music. Yeah, I used to make music. I used to be a rapper and stuff like that.
What?
You gotta spit.
No, I ain't spitting.
So were you I'm shifting because I love that. Were you?
What happened was I don't want to get into it, but what happened was it was an incident that happened. Like I used to produce this one person in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And then everything that left.
Okay.
And then coming to see the amount of the things you had to do to get into the industry, I was like, and then too, I kind of talked myself out too because I'm the type person. I do things. Unfortunately, I do things for other people.
Oh,
I don't.
That's not unfortunate.
Because sometimes it could be like a disadvantage. So I do things for other people, and the people that I was doing for didn't understand. Yeah. What I was doing.
You don't appreciate it.
So it was like if they don't appreciate it, then I don't have the motivation to actually keep pushing it. So I kind of fell back off of it. So then I moved to Philly, and I wasn't doing anything. And then one of the owners of Woo Restaurant, his name is Mundo.
Yeah.
He asked me to come just play music at his not him, but I think it was his sister or somebody in his family was having some type of party or backyard party. He was like, "Yo, just can you play some music for us or whatever? Because I know you got a lot of music. Just play." So I brought my laptop and I brought a speaker, just it was a bass speaker, like a bass amp, bro. I plugged it in there, and then I was just playing music off my laptop. And then he was like, and then at the end of the night, everybody was like, "You did so well." And Mother was like, "Oh, you should be a DJ, bro. You really." And I was like, all I did was play music from the laptop. He's like, "No, for real, you're really good." And then after that, I think 2-3 years afterwards, one day I got a big check. I bought all this equipment. And I was like, it's a longer story, but I keep it short. But I bought all this equipment, and I was like, I'm just gonna go. And then the moment I really started DJing, I don't know, man. People just started gravitating. I'm talking off the rip. People just started gravitating towards me. It was my first. You gonna think I'm lying? My first gig, my first job ever was a wedding.
What?
From me announcing I was a DJ. My first one was a wedding. I was like, "Yo," I said, and when I did it, I was so nervous. And then when I was done, it was so good. I was like, "No," but so how was it? How big was it?
The wedding.
It was about I'm gonna say 80 people. Okay. It was a nice little venue, bro. It was really nice. I'm like, wow. But after that, I started DJing. That's when I met Shama. But before when I met Shama wasn't doing KKM yet. I just knew him. I DJ'd. He had me. No, I met AQ. I met AQ and Shama. They used to do. I forgot what they used to do together. But anyways, Prestige, yeah. And then I found out about them. Then AQ was like, "Yo, you should DJ. Come DJ for me, whatever." But I was like, "Okay, cool." Met Shama there. Shama was like, "Yo, bro, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna need you." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." I even DJ'd a birthday party he had in
Three Kings.
No, was it Three Kings? It was in Collindale on Baltimore Ave.
Yeah, it was.
I remember that.
Yeah. I DJ'd that. Earlier. Yeah, he was like, "Bro, I'm gonna need you." And he also did a gala. Yeah. On what is it? 5th Street, right across from Restoration. right across from Restoration. But anyway, shout out to Shamba.
Yes.
Then then after that he said I'm gonna need you, but he never told me for what. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then he hit me out the blue, bro. Was like, yo, I'm gonna need you to come. Like I'm doing the KKM thing, and I'm like, I need you to DJ because at that time it was just Public and PLC. No, Public wasn't DJing yet. It was just PLC. And he's like, PLC can't DJ by himself every time he's doing an event, so I need you to come through. And I was like, yo, I got you. But I was working crazy at that time, so I was like, every time I told him I had him, I just couldn't come. And then one day I came, bro. I don't know, bro. The vibe was this was on Haverford. What on Haverford, bro? I started playing like compa, bro, and like literally everybody. It was such. You know the vibe. I don't know if y'all ever been to like a I'm not talking about like a Haitian a Haitian party in New York. And I'm sorry I'm talking to him, but I'm trying to get to it. But the Haitian party in New York, but like I'm talking about like a little small joint in New York where it's still popping, it's still vibes. Like everybody's here just to enjoy the atmosphere. That's how it was at Haverford, bro. I started playing compa and everyone was on the floor. I like, bro, this and the thing at the time when I was doing it, it was like I was hoping, I was like, yo, where is the scene in Philly where I can do this and everybody really will do this? And this was the first time that actually happened. Everybody was, doing that. So since then I was like, bro, I'm on board. Whatever you need from me for KKM, that's what you do. And then when I did that, that's through KKM is when I met Curb.
Okay.
Yeah, I met Curb then. Yo, fun fact, bro. I knew Kev before I knew you, bro. I knew Kev when he was just like, this was like right off the you kind of just stopped doing like recording videos for
PBS.
I was done with WHYY at the time.
So I didn't even know, but he's this is like when he just like
they watch your TV?
Yeah, that too. And he literally just started like I'm talking about TK. I remember TK saying I'm gonna learn how to play the keyboard, and then I never heard from him again. Then the next time I seen him, he played me this track. He played me the beautiful track.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I was like. But then that's when I met Curb way after. I met Curb way after at KKM, and then me and Curb, bro, we just clicked, bro. We just clicked, and ever since then it's like no, and I respect Curb on such a high level that anytime he need me for whatever reason. Yeah. Morning, noon, at night, bro. I'm gonna be there. If I'm gonna rock, be out.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Well, I mean, for you, I'll say big shout out to Mono.
Yeah. Shout out to Mono.
All right, TK.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I started playing music this is crazy. Don't take it the wrong way, but I started playing music because I hated going to church. So. Your parents force you to go to Haitian church, with your Bible and your shut spells, your singing book and stuff. And, I was in church one day, like really young. This was probably like 2013, 2014. I'm like, yo, I can't do this. I'm looking at the musicians. Every time they start preaching, they go into a Chinese store and everything. That's what I want to be. Like, even as a young kid, just trying, finesse, like 16, 17 years old. So I started playing music because, I had my brother-in-law now. He just came from Haiti at the time. And he was just showing me the little things that he know. But at first, before I even know I was a keyboard player, a lot of people don't know that. Like, I used to be a drummer.
Yeah, you
So I started learning how to play the drums, but then I'm like, dang, everybody jumping on the drums. So even on Sundays, I couldn't even get my, 2 songs in. So I'm just like, I'm gonna just go in a different avenue. So I started picking up the keys, and my brother-in-law now, he was just like, man, I'm not that nice, but I'm gonna show you the little things that I know. So he showed me the couple chords that he know. And, that's kind of how I kind of started learning how to play keys. And then from there, while I was going to high school, I met a couple of people along the way that kind of, put me on the right music path. But, when I really, really started taking off, that was like in 2015. I had ran into, HOC. So big shout out to Friday as well, him and his family. Shout out to Friday, Harmony of Christ kind of took me in.
Harmony of Christ was a big
they were doing their thing, man.
Right?
So I started, playing with them, hanging out with they clique, and then, through them, I had kind of met, Arden, Smooth Keys, and I kind of met Neff, a couple people, and then they kind of introduced me to, Remix Kings that they were doing at the time. I don't know if you guys know Remix Kings, but they were a good movement. Yeah. Still doing remixes, still doing their thing, and I kind of started hanging with them. Still trying to do my 1-2, play compa and stuff like that. So kind of when I went off to college, I had moved to Boston for a little bit, and then I had ran into some other people. I had ran into a small little band named Classic out in Boston, and then they had their little gig. They had one of their gigs with T-Vice at the time, and I was like 17, 18. I couldn't even get into bars at the time. They were like, yo, ufo EPT, like, vim avec doing stuff. And then, just like 2016, 2017, I really started, entering into the compa world, start playing. I knew Curb for a long time. We went to high school together, but we weren't as tight as we were now, but we always knew each other, things of that nature. And as life started going along, I moved back down to Philly after I finished my freshman year of college. Still doing my music thing. Big shout out to Mexic as well. He kind of pushed me around that time.
Shout out Mexic, man. Yo, fun fact, not to cut you off.
No worries.
Yo, I couldn't even get into parties. Mexic used to help me sneak in. I was like 17, full beard though. Mexic would be like, yo, he with me. And he used to like, yo, shout out to Mexic.
I mean, to you guys' point, Mexic had a lot of hands and people in the Philadelphia community. Like we get around so many people who bring up his name. Like we've known him for a long time. Like he and I went to high school together, so like 20 plus years that we've known him. So big shout out to Mexic.
Big shout out.
So TK, question for you.
Talk to me.
So you self-taught, like the keys?
Yeah, just really, like, when you really want to do something in life and you put your mind to it, like, it's really going to happen. So the little things that I learned along my way, like, my brother-in-law, I went to high school, I met a good friend named Vladimir. He played bass. He was showing me some stuff, because music is really music theory. Once I picked up music theory, I trained my ears. Yeah, it's almost like self-taught. When I hear something, I can almost kind of know the note, know the key, and then just kind of playing the chords of the song, especially with compas. Compas the same beat, like tap to tap.
Wait, what's that beat? What's the beat?
Tap, tap, tap. So,
I love that.
Yeah, so we're just really training my ears and then just really getting familiar with the music. But yeah, Mexic kind of really pushed me when I moved back in Philly. Mexican just kind of pushed the remix king movement that I was doing at the time, and I was doing really well. And then from there, I kind of just took a pause from that. Kind of had a few things to take care of. Yeah. And then just more and more recently, just kind of came back. I was playing with a couple, artists. I was playing with Darlene Deska at the time. I was doing a few gigs with Five at the time. Okay. And then I just wanted to come back to my city, because at the time I was just looking at Philly, like Philly was dead. Like Kirk was saying earlier, like you would go to parties, people like, yo, Philly exists? Like, So, that's kind of also what really pushed me to really kind of, go in a different direction, really represent home and kind of do something for home. So I spent some time doing this local band named Unvalue for some time.
That's our baby.
Yeah, that is our baby. Our blood, sweat, and tears. But
Hold on. Talk to me, what? What?
I mean, Unvalue's still here, but
Sammy's like, stop.
I love Unvalue.
No, Unvalue's still here, but there's just some bigger things to go for personally. But around that same time, I kind of started Unvalue. That's when really KKM was really kind of starting off. So me and Curb was always tight. We always knew each other. I always knew Shama. As a matter of fact, Shama went to the same church as I. So we kind of grew up. I know his family and everything. So around at the time that KKM movement kind of started up, I wasn't too involved, but I was just watching from the sidelines. It was around the time of the pandemic as well, so everything was also moving slow when KKM was really kind of taking off. But when the party scene started coming back around, Kurt hit me up like, yo, I just want to do something different. He sat down with me, kind of talked to me about the ideas, and I'm like, bro, busy guys. So totally involved. I mean, with ExilusEnterprises, I could say I'm fully a logistics manager. When Kurt hits me up when Kurt hits me up with the ideas, I'm just like, yo, go for it, or let's run the numbers, or let's think about it. So, but yeah, it's really about trying to put Philly on the map, do something for home, and we owe it to our city. So that's kind of where everything's starting to come about.
Facts. I love that. You guys have such, it's almost like a meant to be the way you guys all connected together, like, and the stories that you guys have. I'm sure we could sit here and talk all night about
which trauma is right in the middle.
Right. Alexia's doing our nose.
Nice. Okay, so I think we were talking about this behind, before we got started, and all of you touch on Philly. Mm-hmm. How do you guys see the Haitian community in Philadelphia evolving in 2025 and on, especially amongst the younger generation? I'll start with you, Big Kurt.
Well, I mean, first, this is not even like, not to even say this because I'm on this platform. Shout out to Queen Circle, because you guys are doing different things, and I love it. You guys, when this drop, I believe Cadillac and Beijing will be coming out, so make sure you grab your tickets for that.
Masquerade
it's a masquerade ball, exactly. Yeah. And I think those things like that change the concept of the ballad. Mm-hmm. When we grew up, all we know is ballad. And the older generation, not to bash them, but they so fixed in that that sense of just put a live band on there, let's sell some bottles, put VIP up, and let's that's it. That's it. Mm-hmm. But there's no real experience. Experience. Yeah. So so like a lot of people in Philly, like you guys and other teams, are doing it where they create an experience. It's not just about making money. It's not about just bringing being a face to a brand. It's like, hey guys, we're doing this. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. You're gonna enjoy yourself. Yeah. And like it's not just a one-time thing. We're gonna bring people up. So I think we need more of that inside the city. Yeah. And I think that's the vision that we have, and that's what we're trying to push. As well as you guys. I know.
And we I think. To your point, and Sam, you can touch on that one too, because I feel like you all probably have different, thoughts about what do you see for the future.
I feel honestly, I feel the same way as Kurt. Birds of a feather.
Acabou.
Wait, you can't go back on
Let me see me. It's bro, but anyway, y'all. He came out the blue with that. Alright, my bad. But basically, I agree with Kurt. The vision that I see for Philly in the future, going forward, is just I would like for it to be the older generation and the younger generation to come together and actually to do something like, just to be able to be in the same room together and actually enjoy whatever is going on. Yeah. Unfortunately, though, with the older generation, I think I think what the younger generation doesn't like about the older generation is that when the older generation, for Philly, that is, when you go to a thing, they don't. It's like it's more of a I'm here, check me out. Like, especially ones in VIP, like you down there, I'm here, and they just want to be seen. Whereas the younger generation, they actually want to have fun. It's like, okay, that's my song, and I'm coming to turn up. You know what I mean? And if they could meet to like the middle, like I would like, because like if you go to and I don't want to, bring another. I don't want to bring another state in, but if you go to New York, it's all different demographics. Mm-hmm. It's all different ages that are there, and I'm talking about like on a weekday, vibing, and I can speak for any other genre, but if we talking about just Haitian music in general, I went to New York on a Tuesday. Every different demographic and age there, and everybody was vibing. It was just vibes. And I went there on a Wednesday, same thing. I've been there on a Thursday, same thing. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of times Or what I would like moving forward is that when for what I foresee is when there's any event in Philly, I want people from New York and from New Jersey to come to Philly and like, yo, Philly having this event, let's pull up. Just like how we go to New York and we go to like Florida or wherever else. You know what I mean? I want them to come here and be like, you know, turn up. But for us to do that, the older generation gotta come, you know, younger generation gotta come together. That's what I would like to see.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, for me, almost bouncing off of what Curb said. I feel like the older generation, they were just more profit driven. I mean, with the younger generation, there was no really experience. So I can see the younger generation, and plus the younger generation wasn't born in Haiti like the older generation. So their mentality and their vibe, their fusion just comes a little bit different. So what I see really for this year, 2025, I just feel like we want to bring more events, not just parties, more memorable experiences. And yeah, we just want to do things a little bit more organized. With the power of social media, we live in 2025. Like there's so many ways to do things. Like I really just see organizations a different way of just doing it. Like even before the party starts, dropping the itinerary or letting people be informed, or just really creating that experience where, you know, stuff is organized. I know what I'm walking into. And yeah, just more events, not parties.
Not parties. I love that. More events, not parties.
Also to piggyback off TCAP, more inclusion or more support from all like the Haitian people in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't know who you like or who you don't like, who you vibe or who you don't vibe with, but I feel like if there's somebody throwing something, if you see TCAP name on it, if you see Curb name on it, if you see Queen Circle name on it, support, because the more people that actually support, guess what? The better we can do later on.
So we kind of touched base on this behind the scenes already. We talked about how the other cities look at Philly and they feel like Philly's corny or whatever the case is. And we all sat here and talked about how we want Philly to be on the map, the other cities to respect us a little bit more. What would you say it makes Philly a little bit more unique?
Yeah, for sure. When you look at New York, you look at New Jersey, you can automatically name top 2-3 promoters that's doing like known events every single year. So what makes Philly unique is I feel like we haven't yet established like a known event. Like, you know, hey, January 1st, Philly is doing this big thing. You know, all the promoters are collaborating together to do this one event. So I feel like Philly got a lot of room for, you know, growth as far as the party scene, a lot of room for, you know, new promoters to kind of step into the industry and kind of do something known and make a landmark for Philly. So, yeah, especially with the community just being very diverse, not just, you know, you got your old Haitians, you got your, you know, new ones just coming that just came, and you got your young Haitians as well. So I feel like Philly just got a lot of room for opportunity, a lot of room to really stamp something on it, and a lot of room to, you know, make 2-3 events a year that all the tri-state knows that, hey, January 1st, Philly, yo, that Independence Party, like,
right.
You know, it's coming, it's in the works. I mean, we were going to stamp a few dates. Like, we got Guyat's Given that's been, you know, strong for 4 or 5 years already.
And we enjoyed that very much. Very much.
So we got more in the lineup, and there's room for, you know, a lot of new promoters rather than, you know, New York and New Jersey that already got people established that's doing, you know, event 4, 5, 6 times a year. I feel like Philly don't have that yet, and you know, it's coming. It's in the works for sure.
Nice. What do you think, Baker?
I agree with Kevin.
I'm gonna go to the top. What you guys think? What do you think?
I think the like I said, we talked about this. The industry keeps a lot of work. Period. Not just for me. The industry keeps a lot of work. I think it's become cliche.
Okay.
That's a good word.
Yeah.
Because, you know, New York, you same events. Florida, you know, Flag Day same events. Even Boston, a couple of these places are making it's the same like, you know. I think Philly has great events, amazing promoters, amazing teams that are putting together, again, shout out Queen Circle. Amazing teams that are putting together curating events that are like, you know, doing the best possible to make these things their experience. So, you know, I think we just got to push for people to be more inclusive, push to bring out newer crowds, know if we gotta do more street team or like, you know, better advertising or promoting or whatever, but show these people that like, listen, like it's the party scene is lit out here. You know, it's not just New York and not just Jersey, it's not just Florida. And so, you know, we gotta do our job as event managers and planners to push that to the people, and the people, y'all gotta do your job to come out and spend some money with us and allow us to do more for y'all.
Right. No, I agree with you guys, and we agree with you guys 100%. I think one of the things that kind of pushed for us to get started is we kept complaining. We kept complaining about the parties. I mean, when we go to an event and we have fun, and then you leave in the venue and you're like, oh my God, this was so much fun. So I think like we went through like a time where we just kept complaining. We're like, well, if we're gonna complain about it,
Let's do something.
let's do something about it. Let's not just complain. You know what I mean? So I think that's what kind of pushed us into, you know, getting started. And this, to both of you guys' point, the main focus wasn't necessarily financial, because if you've ever thrown an event, like that's not the main.
Y'all make millions.
Yeah, there you go. So the support is very much needed. So I think like we agree with you guys. It's very much like putting our like, why do we have to go to New York to have fun? Why do we have to go somewhere else? Why do we have to fly to Florida to go to Miami?
There's plenty of Haitians here.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I think like we agree with you guys 100%. And my next question I'm gonna ask Sammy. So how do you think that we can create events and connect with the younger Haitians in Philadelphia? How do we go about doing that? How do we get started?
Good question.
Let me help you out. First thing is like, let's not just think about the buzz, because the big thing that I be hearing about people be saying is just be like, oh, I can't get into a buzz, or you know, I can't leave my house late. Like, let's try to do more events that is just family oriented, not just like that late night party time. Let's try to do a 6 p.m. concert and you know, bring your you know, your wife, your kids, and everybody to really enjoy this Popa experience. So you know, I feel like one change that could be made is like, you know, maybe bars is cool. I love bars. I love partying late at night, but let's try to create more events that is diverse, that you can bring somebody under 21, because the real people that want to party is like really 18, 19, 20 that are really high.
They can party.
They can party and really want to, you know, hop in the scene. So that'd be my take on it.
So there's a lot of points that you could like. There's a lot of points that you could like, you know, hit. Because as a promoter, you could say I don't want to adhere to like that young age because there's no real money there. But at the same time, too, I would say to answer your question, like for both parties, whether you're throwing a party or you're going to the party, just, you know, just do it. Just do it. And if you're going to do it right. So if you're going to a party, you know, I'm going to a party, let's go spend some money. Let's go, you know, let's dress nice, let's smell good. Let's go out, we're willing to have a good time. And the person who's throwing the party, understand these people are spending their money at your event.
Let's say they,
you know, things like that. Like, start the party on time. Make sure that, you know, if you say you got VIP, have VIP. You know, it's big. Yeah. Like,
I love that.
If I'm coming out, because you don't know who I invited. You don't know who I'm bringing out. You don't know one event. Cause
I came out.
You know, attendees are special.
Exactly.
You know? So treat everybody with respect. You know, don't cut corners.
Yeah.
Don't put me in somebody's basement.
Yeah. I mean, that's bad. That's real talk. Like, it's 100%. I think Erlene said it best. Respect people. And I think, not for nothing, like, and I don't care if this is not the norm, but when you go to a party and you can tell if whoever's throwing the party put some thought into it. You can 100% tell, like, by the small detail that most people think people don't notice. You'd be like, oh my God, I love this. I love that idea. I didn't think about that. But just getting a venue and throwing a flyer on social media and say, oh, I'm throwing this party, and then people just show up, like, they just show up and they see DJs or a band or whatever. People can tell when you don't put any thought into it except that you want to have an event. or
Want to make some
you want to make some money.
I'm gonna say one thing though. You can really tell who's throwing an event or not just from the flyer. You know, because I've seen some promoters throwing some. The flyer from the flyer, you can tell. You know what you're walking into.
That was one of our first lessons.
Yeah.
Because our very first flyer for the first party we tried to throw, that we threw, the flyer was wild. And everybody we showed the flyer to, they was like, they got on us real quick. So that was really one of the first lessons that we learned.
Yeah.
Also, too, you got the people who make the fire flyers, but when you get there, it don't match the flyer. I don't like that. I don't like that. And it's like what you and Kirk just said. It's a cash grab. Like they just trying to get money. And to your question about bringing the new generation in, like if you really want to do events, it's more about, like Herb said, curated. Like what can I do to make these people that's coming to my event to keep coming back? Not necessarily how can I make the most money. Because at the end of the day, if you keep doing that, one day you're not going to make as much money as you think you will. Versus if you cater to the people, if the people keep coming back, they can bring more people and more people. You're going to make more money in a vacuum. So.
Yeah. And I think people appreciate the effort too.
That's true.
Like I think people appreciate the effort, and for us, it's the same thing. Like
because it's like, yo, I don't know about y'all, but when we step out.
We step out, bro.
We step out.
So I enjoy it.
If I'm coming to spend some money, like I want to see where my money's being spent.
Exactly.
You know, so let's push that forward. Let's do better events. And people that's coming out, let's spend some money. Let's support these events.
Yeah,
absolutely. So another question. This is going to be for her. So, what role would you say social media plays as far as promoting your events, curating your event?
For that, or you can say promoting. Because literally, my guys know this. Social media is everything. Social media is everything. We live in a world where, like, you can create a whole different being. But yes, social media plays like honestly, and I'm not saying cut corners. I'm not saying not to do those things that set your event apart. But if you're gonna, spend some more money, spend it in like promoting, spend it in making your event what it needs to be.
Yeah.
Because you can spend $100,000 to put the event to make the event what it is, but if you don't actually, make an impact, bring the people out, and put it so that where the people can see it, you're doing nothing.
Yeah,
you're nothing. So social media plays a huge role.
So what does that look like? Like posting every day, or like
it's not just posting. It's not just posting. Posting is fundamental, actually. Sometimes, not gonna lie to you, if y'all check my page, I don't even really post my events crazy like that. Street team, going out talking to people. Going out, because you're what people don't understand as well. When you're throwing these events, you're like, in a way, you're like embracing the community. You're like feeding the community. You know what I'm saying? So those same people go out and go. So it's not nothing to go to the local barbershop and say, yo, my phone fed 3 live. Like, let's everybody pop out. You go to like shout out to Goo. Always.
Shout out to Goo.
Yeah, they stand behind us 100%. So like, they post our flyers, they talk to people, because they actually as well come out and enjoy our events as well. You know what I'm saying? So like, you don't just throw the event just to like, my phone cups out.
Yeah. Because you want
But you're doing something for the community, so go out. I'm not trying to drag nobody, sons or daughters into anything, but you can go out to community events, we talked about a lot of church people coming out to parties and stuff like that. A lot of people can come out to enjoy things as long as you make the event safe. You're not forcing anyone to do anything. And you're putting a platform where they can come and just, be themselves. On a safe level. Go crazy. Social media is like literally where it's all that.
Yeah.
I mean, if we all check our phones right now, we'll spend at least 5-6 hours on Instagram or whatever social media platform that you do. So social media plays a huge role just in our life. As Kirk already said, you could be a whole different person on social media. You can you could be behind the scenes. You could be a model on social media. So I feel like Go ahead.
Sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, but social media just definitely plays a huge part in our lives, and it's not only about having social media, but it's also about your network on social media as well. So, you know, your network is your network. So, you know, if you don't have good people behind you that's also supporting you, you can have a social media page that ain't really popping. So.
Yeah, that's true. What you're saying about street promo is important. Like, it's important to go and talk to people and let people feel your vibe. Because it's the same vibe that's going to be at the party. So, it's,
If it's really you.
And if it's not changing, if it's not.
Just to piggyback off Curve, it's also about building relationships. When you do those street promos, you build a certain relationship with different people. So they'll be like, especially if they like your character, like Big Curve, he's very charismatic.
Yeah.
So no matter where he goes, he talks to the people. He talks
like
to
your character too, Sammiedaboi.
But I mean, I'm just saying, like, if they like your character and they talk to you and they vibe with you, you like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Maybe serious. My Vini. You know what I'm saying?
That is how they be sounding though.
Yeah, because like honestly, social media is for the younger crowd.
Yeah.
It's not for the older crowd.
Yeah.
And the older crowd, they still like those physical flyers.
Yeah.
Like, they need those physical tickets. Yeah, they need to go out there and see like, oh, okay, this mean you doing something. Like they see it on social media. Yeah. What the physical ticket? If I smart. Smart. No, shout out Smart. I'm just like No, real talk, but that, you know what I mean? Like, oh, y'all said, I agree with everything y'all said.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so, Chicken, or is it Kevito, or like, I don't know.
Kevito
shit.
Right now.
Est-ce que c'est bouche-mouille? Kevito shit, oui. So, I'll start with you. What challenges do you see promoters in Philly face? And you guys kind of touched on it a little bit, but if you can give us like a couple of different challenges that you guys can see that promoters face in the Haitian community in order for us to have more diverse culture and also like some different entertainment options that we could do.
Yeah, challenges that we face is, one, Haitians don't really support as much as we would like to see them. I mean, I think Sammy just said it. Si c'est pas, a certain promoter, but they walk in and clump, as we would like to say. So one of the biggest challenges is just like be more open-minded, try to support everybody, just try to support the culture rather than supporting, a particular person. So I want to say that's one of the biggest challenges that we face. And then another challenge that we face is just, really logistical options, because sometimes, you can't get a certain artist in Philly because they already got a gig in the tri-state area or somewhere else. So.
Also, too, I would say, as a DJ, I'm gonna say two things. One, the DJ, one, the people. Before I say the DJ, I'm gonna say that the people. When y'all come to a thing, or it don't even have to be a thing that the Haitian promoters do or anything. Wherever you go, as soon as a Haitian song la get, I need y'all to turn up. All I know is when the Africans, the Hispanic people, whoever it may be, when they hear their music, they vibe out. If Haitians had the same mentality, like when I hear my song, I don't care where I'm at, I don't care who's here, I'm turning up. I'm turning up. It would be a whole different vibe. So I think that's kind of hard to even the DJs feel some type of pressure.
Yeah.
Like, cause they feel like I can't play this song because they not gonna turn up. But I just want the DJs. It don't matter where you at. Play that Haitian music, and Haitian people, whatever, no matter where you at, turn up to it.
No.
I didn't know. I didn't know that it was like that. I guess I've never been in situations with Haitians.
Yeah.
I've never. I think I'm either in an American space or a Haitian space.
Yeah. Y'all turn up Queens though, so.
I was gonna say, cause they do that.
Yeah.
We do that
Very much.
Low like combat tomber, nous camper. But I do see what he's saying.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I never realized. I guess because I'm too busy Loud
turning up.
everywhere. I'm up, turn up.
No, but you make an incredible point as far as like the pressure, because I remember we were at an event, and you'll remember this. Recently, we're at an event, and they were playing American music, and then we're like, okay, Anshita, Kuti kompa tombe, nou kampe. And then they went right back to the American music or whatever, like Jamaican, whatever music it was. I'll tell you afterwards, and you'll be like, oh, I remember, because we were talking about it.
I think I might remember.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and then we're like, oh my God, can they play like another Haitian song? Like, oh, yeah. I was gonna leave that part out. But I do know exactly what you're talking about, and that's a great point.
It is a great point. It is a great point. You got something to say, girl? Walk in the door.
I'm just vibing. This great energy, great vibe.
So we talk about the younger crowd a lot with you guys because we see that's, you know, a lot of your fan base. So what would you say, what advice would you give to the younger crowd in the young Haitians in Philadelphia on how to embrace their culture and still keep up with the modern day trends?
Be prideful. Y'all go out. When you go to the coffee store and you don't hear any of the music that's Spanish.
Yes, that's true.
That's real.
You go to Jamaican teas. You know, when they tell you I don't have that,
I don't have that.
They barely speak. You know, Chinese, they barely speak English for you.
Yeah.
So let's have some pride.
That's so true.
Yeah.
That's very,
Let's
very
have some
true.
pride. We going out to these Asian events. Let's go dance compa. You don't gotta be the best dancer. All you can do is two-step. That's fine.
That's it.
Two-step, you can get your own speed. Have fun. Prideful in doing it. And enjoy it. Yeah.
That's great.
Just to piggyback off of that, be prideful. Even if you go to an American event and you know you're Haitian, just still show that pride. You know, show that DJ like, yo, you got any compa songs? And turn up. So I like that.
I love that.
Rep the culture.
You guys just gave me an idea.
So,
Like, just as you were talking, moving forward, I'm not going to a party. Whatever party you invite me to, I'm coming out with a Haitian flag.
like I said,
Like, that's my idea. I don't care. Like, I'm pulling up with a Haitian flag. Like, always.
You gotta be that.
Like, I love that because, like, there's so many, like, there's so many great, Haitian artists, entertainers who is doing so much work and giving us so much music. One is sitting right here amongst us right now.
Sammy got some songs out too. No?
What?
Check this out. Actually.
Producer and singer?
Rapper.
I speak a little words on rhythm. That's it.
What?
You know what I'm saying? But I do have. That's great. That's actually my favorite track. I mean, it's my most recent track, but with T-Cav. It's called Dodo Remix. It's a French artist from. His name is Take or Tay-C or whatever. But yeah.
Oh, I think I've seen something like that. Take something like that.
I don't know how to say his name. To this day, I don't know his name. But T-Cav was the first person that came to mind. I said, because I did the sequencing. Nothing crazy, but I did the sequencing. I sent it to T-Cav, and T-Cav was like, bro, I like it. I like that. Yo, let me send something back.
You can hear this.
I was like, T-Cav turned outside. Bro, that's crazy. That's one of my favorite tracks ever.
Nice.
But yeah.
Well, you gotta play it for us once we're done here.
Yeah.
You
gotta rap. I'm good. Don't forget that.
Why not Jack Herb? I do.
All right, so Kurt, I'll ask you this question, and you guys can all kind of chime in, but are you guys collectively, are you collaborating with any younger artists, DJs, or influencers in the area? And is that how you've been able to keep your events fresh and engaging?
We work with anyone who's professional. Anyone who really wants to
Repeat that keyword.
Yeah, like you gotta be serious, but we work with everyone. If I miss anyone, guys, please feel free to reach out. But I've honestly sat and talked to almost every single promoter in this tri-state that I can get my hands. They've come out to the events, we've supported it, we've talked to them, and seen how we can be collaborative.
That's
So
awesome.
if there is any DJs, if you are DJing, if you throw events, if you do decor, whatever you
We
do,
gonna work with you.
yeah, if you're professional, step up.
I love
Step up.
that. You have to be
You know, you
professional.
agree that, right?
Professionalism is
Yeah.
key.
It's cute.
We just want to make sure we want to be inclusive. We want everyone. There's money for everybody.
Yeah.
There's room for everyone. We all can do something and put our hands together, and it could be good.
Yeah.
You know, it just got to be done right,
Yeah.
and it got to be done in a way where people can continue to understand that like we're bringing something.
Yeah.
You know, it's bigger than just us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask like a follow-up question to that, because I feel like we've come across this too. Like have you come across anyone that you feel like are not as professional as they should be in the community?
We'd be here all night. Situations and stuff.
One of the biggest challenges we have throwing events is people, you know, saying they can do something and can't actually do it.
Can't do it.
Professionalism.
Yeah.
The big P.
Y'all don't
What you see?
Y'all don't understand how many times, you know, especially because I'm still small time. So you run into people who you want to work with, who you're open to work with. And shout out, like I said, to anyone who wants to work with us, whether you're a DJ, the core team, we're in all types of spaces, even outside of the party scene. So if you got a business or something that you do, you know, feel free to hit any of us up, and we're open to work with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how many people we run into, it's like yo, Kurt, you know what you doing? You know, just this random example.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a videographer. Here's my card, and you know, I'm gonna do your next event. You know, and I'm like, okay, cool, dope. And I see you work with X, Y, and Z, and for X, Y, and Z did an amazing job, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. What's your budget? Or they ask me what's my budget, and I'm like, no, what do you charge?
Right.
And then you know, I pay you your price.
You gotta be sitting in these rooms with us, because how the stories things.
Listen, I pay you your price, and the night of, you come and you give me like bulkaka. You know,
that's real.
It's so real.
And it's just, and a lot of people that come to the events don't realize this, how much extra we have to do just to make up for the things that we can't see.
Yeah.
You know, just example, this is not say this happened to me, but you might hire a bartender and she come drunk. I can't have you serving these people, but I can't tell people that, so I have to already have an extra person like X, Y, and Z. So there's so many times where I come across people who, just because of, you know, you're not, you know, we're not gonna say no names, but you know, this person or that person that they consistently work with, they feel like they can give you something that's less worth. It's like, that's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not cool. I pay you your price. You know, come professional.
Yeah.
Come professional. Whatever it is. I don't care if you come in a full napkins. Do it at the best of your ability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you present a brand as well. You know, and like I think the Haitian community, like I always say this, and my guys know this, my team know this. You know, we're based in the Haitian community, but we don't just serve music. So I work with anyone who can bring, you know, the best foot forward. And no matter what you do, I want to present something good. And so if you bring good, hop on. Let's do this together. For real.
Yeah, we understand that 1,000%. Like, we're very new to this, and in this experience, it's been a lot of people overselling and underdelivering.
Yeah.
Quite often, we were a little afraid it's because we were women, but it seems as though it happens to everybody. But it's a lot of that. It's a lot of, and the lack of professionalism, the lack of respect. Like, you'll pay somebody for a service, like you said, it's not discounted. We didn't negotiate with you. You said your price and gave it to you in the day of. Kind of just, it's wild how they just look in your eye like, oh, well.
This is what you get. I'm gonna pay for this, but you get that. Like,
and that's what's
every time I'm wrong.
What's crazy is, and I'm not literally not only saying this because I'm here, but you guys do a great job at what y'all do. So I think if I'm a professional and you hire me for a job and I come, I mean, I'm gonna do a good job regardless. But if I come and see the effort that you try to put in, I'm gonna add to that. You know, and like, you know, I think maybe because I'm women or because we're young, and you know, we're not on a level where that person might get the exposure they might get with X, Y, and Z. They feel like they can, you know, cut corners. Yeah. And that ain't cool.
Yeah. I think like too, like the experience that we've had with, you know, people that, I think the idea for us is, nous voulons supporter l'autre haïtien.
Yes.
Because même j'aime qu'à like, même j'aime qu'à le big curve dire, okay, like I know you do this, I want to hire you for this. You can't really about me but Simon called I want to give it to somebody that I know, you know, like we have something in common. You know, I think for us, it's very disheartening because you know, we want to, because we feel like so we want to give that back. We want to pay it forward, but I'd love to pay it forward to my own people. But instead, it's more so like, because the thing for us is that the fact of the matter is that once we have one bad experience with you, best believe we're not going.
It's over.
It's over. It's done. So women, young, whatever you want to call it, there was a good intent behind it, and it's disheartening. So when it gets like that's the power of social media. If I go on social media and I said I'm looking for a DJ, who can recommend somebody? Everybody knows, you know, knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. So they got like, so I think it's, if I have any experience that I can say for me that's very, I don't want to say that I'm surprised per se, but I do want to say it's disheartening. It's heartbreaking for me because it's very discouraging. That's the right word. It's very discouraging because I'm like, wow, like, you know, like I'm excited to work with you, like, because you're my people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to have that conversation with you when I pop up somewhere where, you know, we're gonna work together. Let's play some compa. Like,
you know, as well. Sometimes it looks so easy when you do it. I think people understand that too.
There's a lot of mental work.
Yes. You know, Kev told me this best. Like, yo, like, bro, you can't be like them. You gotta be different. You gotta be better. So, like, you know, we have a stigma when the Haitian comes, like, never being on time and things like that. Right? Can't do that. You can't do that. You know, you gotta be better. You gotta be better. So sometimes, like, you know, and I'm hard on my staff sometimes as well. And they, you know, they love me. They deal with me.
Playing through it.
Yeah. You know, but we yo, like, it's tough sometimes, man. It's tough. You might, it'll be the little things. It'll be so many little things. I could just hire Ellie and I'm like, hey, I need you to come set up the sections for me.
Yeah.
Right? So we'll do that at 2:00. You know, now, she coming with 12 people, right? You come and set up my sections. You supposed to come at 2:00. You not 7:00. You come in here. You're not attitude. Right? The whole time, since here with 12 people, she ready to party. When she pop up a section, not set up the right way. All this reflect on the brand. You know? Little things like that. And I can't tell her, hey, look, I'm sorry, Ellie had a bad day.
Right.
She ain't trying to hear that.
So, like, it's professionalism, man.
Absolutely.
100%. 100%. And I think to your point, you talked about, you know, like having, you know, that, I think, I can't remember who said it, like networking. I think that's very, like TK was talking about networking and knowing different type of people and getting to know people. At the end of the day, like that's the biggest lesson that I can say for us is like that we're gonna take into 2025 is networking, because you almost have to be prepared and over prepare for certain situation that could potentially, you know, pop up. Because if you're not prepared, the brand then takes the hit. Like the brand suffers.
I always say this. I feel like network is net worth. So it's like the more people you know, the more value you become, the more options you have, and you know, the more you can do for real.
Just to piggyback off what y'all just said, I feel like the Haitian community in Philadelphia needs to be a little bit more open-minded, because we're in a state where if it's not like ambiance, then they not coming. So if, like, let's say maybe Exilus or you know, TCAP throw something and they put their name on it and say it's a networking event, maybe they might come out. But if anybody come out and say this is a networking event, 9 out of 10 times it ain't gonna be as much people there to actually network for that and to connect with each other. So I feel like, again, we said this earlier. If it's a Haitian name on it, it doesn't matter. Even if it's not a bot, if it's not a bot, it just support whatever it is, support. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean, it's going to be better for us.
It is.
And to sidetrack that just a little bit, I do give emphasis, and I applaud the people who do always come correct all the time. Those vendors that you could continuously count on, those people who say they're gonna do a job for you and never fail you. Yo, Pikuya's given, y'all don't even understand. There were a lot of maneuvering, like the last second, man. And like, there's some people that if their yes wasn't yes, it would have happened. So shout out to them, people who always come and show out and do the job that the way they're supposed to. But those who we're gonna highlight, and then the people that we have to continue to push forward.
It's something that I have noticed within your events that you engage with the crowd, and I think that's very important. If you engage with the crowd, you thank people. Your move, I see you throughout the party the whole time. A lot of events take place. The promoters, you don't know who's throwing the party. You never seen them. So I applaud you on that too.
I don't throw birthday parties for a reason, because I feel like if you're throwing an event, you working.
Absolutely,
So that being said, like all of my team is engaged, whether they're at the event or not. We literally backstory. Kevin sleep for like 2 days straight because of the guys getting like no lie. He had to get,
it was crazy.
he had to get, I think it was like Maryland, right?
I had a gig in Orlando that same night. So
I know the night before.
was
Where was you at? Connecticut or Maryland?
I was in New York. I was somewhere.
Yo, they drove out there. We did the gig. After the gig, it's literally 2 in the morning. I'm sleeping.
I ain't know you came there the night before to set up,
Bro, we're sleeping.
I saw all the equipment.
Thanksgiving night, everyone at the Caribbean in Turkey. I'm sticking out of work. We meet up at the venue. Me and Kev there till like 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning, setting up like before. This the stuff that people don't see. I was in Boston before. I remember. Boston. Yeah.
So you gotta be about the event. You gotta be about the event.
Amen.
Yo, Guya's given. So we started playing this Jones out. We started playing it out like probably like July after the boat party. July, August. No, this year.
But
the first one we did 3 days.
Last minute,
Yeah,
3 days before.
Over 150 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one.
The very first one. 3 years ago. 4 years ago.
We didn't go.
No, y'all wasn't there the first one.
It was literally like it wasn't. By the time we posted it, you probably would have. By the time you seen it, probably the party was happening.
It was literally. It was really an afterthought.
Yeah.
What I remembered about it, so that venue, I'm familiar with that venue, like I know them. And I'm like, who told them about this spot? Like, how do you know about this spot? That's what made me remember it.
So like, Guya's giving this year, I wasn't gonna do it. The venue that we were supposed to go with, they had L9 issues, so they got shut down. And the old venue that we use had L9 issues, so they got shut down. So it's like, it's tough to find. You don't want to pay again money to come out and then come to the event and finally shut down. I also don't want to spend X amount of dollars and my event getting shut down. So I came to a point where I just was like, I ain't doing this. Well, my guy's like, no, that's dead, bro.
It's
like,
Every year it's a tradition, bro. I'm on the forward curve, like, bro, what you talking about? Y'all make this happen.
So they push me, and we do it. We do a Haitian Flag Day event 2 years ago.
That was
That was crazy.
People in there.
Let me say one thing real quick. By that ad, I just want to say from a DJ perspective that we had RJ Minks and Most Wanted, bro. I don't know.
Was like,
I don't know. Listen, they're great DJs, but that night, bro, I don't know what happened. Everybody, bro, it was like from beginning to end, bro. I was like, and again, that was one of those things. Like, it was like, yo, we just have to do this, and they did, bro.
And so, are we gonna have this event in 2025? Because we want to be a part of it.
Yes.
Yeah, God willing, we will. It's just like I said, it's tough finding in Philadelphia finding venues. When I say we curate events, we literally come into an empty spot. We bring in sound, we bring in lighting, we bring in home alcohol,
tables, everything.
Everything you see, furniture, everything you see, it's all ours. It's all ours. There's not ours, but outsourcing to a vendor. So it's tough to find a spot where we can do these things and not having the risk of being shut down. So we're renting out alcohol licenses. We're dotting our I's and crossing our T's. So it's tough to do these things. And outside of the risk of it not doing what it needs to do, you know, for it to be like a successful event. So that I really want to. I really want to. And my guys are gonna make me do it.
Every single year.
Now we're on board. We're gonna make it. Okay. So, what's your dream event or festival to bring to Philly? I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, I like seeing this.
So my dream, I'm not gonna hold you. I really to think about
This
this.
will be good.
No, like my dream event is that to hold, like I'm talking about like a high profile brunch, but like I'm talking about like
Rock Nation.
Like Rock Nation. Honestly, like when I say a brunch, I don't mean like something like a regular brunch that you go into like a venue and it's like you put some colors on. But I'm talking about like when you come in, somebody's passing you a glass of champagne. The lobby has like a violinist and a piano.
Okay.
Yeah, a piano player playing.
What's
Is that
Before you even get to the main venue, and then when you get to the main venue, it's like a whole production, and then like DJs is the last. Like I'm not knocking the DJs because I'm a DJ, but DJs is the last thing on your mind. They the icing on the cake. But I'm talking about before you even get into there, the scenery, like when you look at everywhere is picture worthy. Before you even get into the main venue, and then the food is up to par. Everybody smells good. They look good. I'm talking about to the point where people gonna think this is the Haitian Met Gala. That's how I want it to be. I want it to be on a high level, and everybody enjoying themselves, and it to be an annual thing. Every time when you hear about this brunch, you gotta be there. If you're not there, bro, you a weird. You weirdo. You a weirdo. That's what I want.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, my dream event has different levels to it. I mean, we already been talking about this behind the scenes, but like, here in Philly, we just want to tap into a different venue. We want to do like a real good event, probably with some big artists. We can't really say too much details because it may actually happen. But just tap into a different scenery, something that people haven't seen before, something that we could do maybe like 4 figures worth of people, something that we want to just stamp our name with it. That Philly done it, because I know Philly brought out Beyonce, brought out Usher, every artist that you can name of at the Leo Core Center. So it's just like, bro, we want to do a Haitian event there, some big Haitian artists, and take it to the next level. So it's in the works. So I really can't say it's a dream because we make our dreams a reality. That's how we have a conversation.
Not to be joking or nothing, but these are actually conversations we've had. Actually, we're not gonna talk too much about the actual event, but I just want it to be like an experience out of this world, something big. If we could do 500 people on a DJ party with a band that hasn't even dropped the album yet, we can do thousands with something that that was some name.
Thousands with people selling out 35,000 tickets in a different country. So
shout out to the prospective event planners and promoters. I put some things out there. We also know some people, so God willing, in the near future, maybe
we're gonna turn our dreams into realities, man. That's the life goal, man.
Nice. Okay, so let's bring this all in because you guys are already talking about what's coming, what's new. So, what should we expect from you guys this year in 2025? Any events coming like that you can share? Because apparently the dream is reality is coming soon, so we're not getting much. It's brewing, right? It's cooking. Y'all are cooking. What else do you guys have that you're working on?
Wait,
no.
I'm CEO today.
No, I'm just saying quickly is that it's me. Me and Kurt. Well, this is KC's thing, but me and Kurt kind of ran with it because when it's us three, that's what it is. So if you ever see an event by Dizzle by Nature, pull up. That's either KC, Dizzle by Nature. It's either KC, Kurt, or me.
Depuis quand on a parlé de bail vacances,
This all by nature is all again a lot like Kurt said, curating and stuff. So if you see anything like that, because my goal for 2025 this year is to have a continuous vibe where people can come like, I'm gonna say every week. I might not start it every week, but hopefully in the back end it'll be every week because we gotta find the right venue and have the people and have the right people to come on and the right DJ to come on so we can have a continuous vibe. Because again, I don't know if I said this earlier, but you know, we go to New York Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I've been there, and it's always been a vibe. Yeah. Exotic, Marky Too Fresh, all those people. So it's like we went over there, and it's like it's always been a vibe every day of the week. Always been a vibe, and they have something every week, and it's like Haitians come in there and they actually, like Herb said, they rep their country, their ethnicity, and have a lot of pride behind it. So I would like to be able to try to have that for Philadelphia, and I just need everybody. If you see Dizzle by, it don't need Dizzle by Nature, ExilusEnterprises, Thunder Entertainment.
Even if it's Sammiedaboi on the flyer.
Even if you see Cab, bro, whatever it is, because it's not just me who think this. There's other people too in the Haitian community in Philadelphia that also have the same shower lens too with the chilling vibes too. There's a bunch of people that have the same mindset. If they do it, pull up. But I'm just saying, speaking for myself, if you see Dizzle by Nature, that's me giving props to my two guys, Casey and Kirby, because I wouldn't be in this setting without those two guys. Aww. So this is the thing for that. So when you see that, please pull up. I appreciate y'all.
We'll be there.
I like the wordplay. Yeah. Dizzle by Nature.
Yeah.
I have a question for TK. Like, you've been traveling all over the world. We see you.
The superstar.
Exactly. We see you.
It's funny, you don't post what you could post.
Facts. I'm not about to say low key.
So tell us, like, come on, tell us, like, what's coming? Like, what else do you have? We know you guys are doing big things together, but you're also, making big moves in the HMI.
Tell me what you've been doing recently.
Yeah. What you've been doing recently? What's coming? Like, give us something.
I don't know. My hands are in a lot of pots, so I ain't gonna lie. But
so you cooking?
I'm cooking a lot right now.
Chef Kev.
Right now, I mean, professionally, just business wise, definitely. If you need sound, you need anything, check out MSM Sound. We've been doing our thing in the community. We try to take it viral. It's an upcoming company. We ain't started out big dog, but slowly but surely we gonna get there.
Hold on. Don't let it fool you though. We can do concerts. We can do block parties. We have equipment that we could do.
In the last couple of months, we've been stacking up.
We went crazy.
We trying to take it to a different level.
Who did we out giving?
That's
crazy. If you would have me out giving in the sound, I know who did it.
Just musically, right now, full time with Rudy Rude Boy. Shout out to my guy.
You're there right back.
Full time with who?
Rudy Rude Boy.
Like full time?
Full time.
Okay.
I've been with him for over a year. Full time.
What are you, Maestro?
Maestro.
Say that.
Travels are good. The treatment of Rudy Rude Boy has been great. I ain't got no complaints about that. We just trying to take it to the next level. So right now we in the studio, working hard. So yeah, really all my energy, like musically, just been working with Rudy Rude Boy, trying to take it really to the next level. So just this year in 2025, just expect me being in the stage near you, staying on a plane and just doing my thing. But outside of that, MSM Sounds, ExilusEnterprises, we just kind of keep doing events. We definitely know Guyot's giving this year is going to go crazy, 2025. Be on the lookout for that. And yeah,
big things.
Going to keep big.
Yes. So guys, we're very excited that you guys came out with us.
Thank you.
We're very excited that you came to set with us and shared your business and your dreams with us.
This was such a great conversation.
It was worth the wait.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I have to say we've been ducking up. There's so much happening. We had this up a while ago.
We got music here with KC when he comes.
We weren't gonna say you've been ducking us, but we felt it. We felt it, right? We felt it. You felt it you're a little bobbing and waving, I don't know, but all that matters is you guys came. It was great. Thank you so much.
Yes, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you guys. We love this conversation, and we can't wait Are we gonna work with y'all soon?
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
It's inevitable at this point.
Okay. All right. It's on camera, so.
Listen, yo, and don't forget we got Vision and Cadillac coming up, right?
Vision and Cadillac.
You know,
February 22nd.
yeah, make the new gift with your bell.
Get your mask.
Get your mask.
Masquerade ball, so
Yes.
come dress up, you know, smell good, look
Yes.
good. We gonna turn up that.
We gotta turn that.
Do we got to wear the mask the whole night? Even with wear the whole mask the whole night.
In disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't want that night, you don't want people to know who you are.
You know why I say that? Because the mask that I'm thinking about
It is looked by nature. So
So,
Wear your mask.
so it's a customized, this on my nature mask?
the mask I'm thinking about, bro, I'm gonna be
we won't know this one.
Thank you for having us. Honestly,
No
thank you for having us because
For
this is something that's different, and I'm glad that y'all doing this to present us to the Haitian community and anybody else who's watching this. I really appreciate y'all because I know this takes a lot of work and a background to do this. I really appreciate you for even inviting strangers. I don't know about Kirby, but be strangers into your humble abode, and then interviewing us like this on a high platform. So I appreciate that. Thank you, merci.
Too much.